Hello everyone, this is Lord Shadrach speaking. I'm making this video yet again about furries, since I got nothing else to talk about right now. Have I met any real life furries other than the one furry that I have in the photograph on my I Hate Everything video? Well, yes, I've met quite a number of furries. I'm not going to say who they are to protect their identities, but I have met a number of furries in person, mainly at anime conventions. You know, just a group of furries that are just in their fursuits. Of course, the furries I have met don't have a fursuit or just a partial fursuit where it's just paws and the head mask. Other than that, I may have seen one or two furries that were wearing fursuits. I might have to look through my photographs again, but I have seen some furries and I've met them in person, and for the most part, they're very good people. In fact, I've known a couple of furries in person, and I got to meet one of them. Again, I'm not going to say their names, because I don't want haters going after them. But still, I have met furries, and they seem like very cool people. Like I've said in my previous videos defending furries, they're just people that just like, for some reason or another, dressing up like a cartoon animal. Why it should bother anybody is beyond me. I mean, if these people want to put on their fursuits or their partial fursuits or talk about their fursona, then that's entirely up to them. I have no problem with furries. I will admit for the record that I was a fur hater myself for a long time. But then, the more I started to read about the furries, the more I started to study the furries, the more I started to talk to individual furries who were in the fandom, the more I began to realize that they were just anime nerds or video gamers that for some reason had a little fursona. Now, some furries I know have more than one fursona. They have like a main fursona and then they have secondary fursonas that they switch off a lot. But there are furries that just have one fursona and that's it. They just see one as plenty enough. And like I said before, there are plenty of furries that have like around 5 or 6. I'm going to say the average furry on average has around 1 or 2 or 3 fursonas. Do I have a fursuit? No. I am still a furry sympathizer. I have no desire to become a full-fledged furry. I like being the furry sympathizer because it shows that you can love furries and admire furries without necessarily being a furry. And for the most part, furries are decent human beings. You may have heard about that small number that have engaged in bestiality, but the furries I've met are mostly in heterosexual relationships with someone. And that's just about it. Out of all the furries I do know personally, maybe one of them is in a homosexual relationship. The rest of them are in heterosexual relationships, meaning they are dating someone of the opposite sex. So basically, I've not met any furries that are considered the ultra weirdos. The furries I met have 9 to 5 jobs. They work for a living. They work for a living. And they have normal lives outside of their personas. And that's just about it. I don't know what else to say. Other than I've met some furries and they were cool people. That's all I gotta say.